Hey y'all, I'm Damon Oates, founder of DecoExchange. Who else has heard that crafting is just a hobby? I turned my love of crafting into a thriving multi-seven-figure company, surrounded myself in an amazing community, and met some amazing business owners along the way. I'm here to show everyone that makers mean business.
What is going on, you guys? It is Parker here with the Makers Mean Business podcast. Yo, I am back for episode 3 of 7. Y'all, we're doing this fun little series. It's called Navigating Business Challenges, a Maker's Journey to Resilience. It's a pretty epic name, honestly. But y'all, we're talking about how I messed something up in the business, how I dealt with it, and some lessons along the way so that you guys can deal with issues or problems too. This episode, I can go like a million directions with this one just because it's called Community to the Rescue. I love our community. I love that Damon built this business around you guys, around the community. I honestly don't know. I know other businesses do it, but just knowing how great things are with the community, I just don't know how. I probably wouldn't like it nearly as much if it wasn't built around the community like it is. And I'll talk a little bit to that, you guys. The last few episodes, I shared how I'm super critical of myself. I know a lot of people are critical of themselves, but just having a community that is supporting and understanding because you've been transparent with them, because you nurtured them, fostered them, grew with them, shared with them. It's like family. It truly is like family. It's just so nice to have that level of support as a business. It makes things so much easier. I just truly couldn't imagine the business any other way. Yo, this is part of the series that's wrapping in a story about a mistake that I made and how we're working through it. The last episode we shared about transparency and how to own up to your mistakes and how to deal with it like that. With the transparency, we've grown such a fanatical community, such a tight-knit, understanding, close community. It's really just made it's made the world better, honestly. And I know that might sound extreme, but it really has. The community's done such great things. We've helped people. We've helped nonprofits. We helped this girl that we know. She had some kind of throat cancer and had to have surgery. She has 2 young kids. Her husband had gotten laid off. And through the community support, we were able to just write them a check and pay for their bills and keep them going. There was another lady who, if you were at Wreath Makers Live, you heard about her through Megan, Coach Megan, if you guys don't know her, Gal versus Glue Gun. She helped us help them. She had a young son with cancer and all of these medical bills, and she couldn't pay her bills and keep her house and do all the things. And through leveraging our community, we were able to keep that family together, keep their heads above water. And that's a really cool thing. I think it's really awesome that we were able to do that. And y'all, that's just us being transparent again. I thought about this story the other day. We were at a mastermind event, and being transparent is a pillar of our business, and I can't imagine it any other way. But I was sharing with them how Damon has such a clear vision of what he wants and the reasons behind why he does things that no one else's opinion really matters really. He's so sure of what he wants and why he does it that it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks. It only matters what he thinks. And I think that's a really cool thing. It can definitely be frustrating at times, don't get me wrong. But I say that as an example because we were transparent through all of the growth of our business and what we did and why we did it. We started out because we cared about animal rescue, and we still do. But a lot of you guys, if you've been following us since the very beginning, we were engineers and we didn't really need extra income. And the money that we invested in DecoExchange when it was early on, before it was even DecoExchange, we just did it so that we could donate more money to animal rescue to help people help animals. And throughout that journey, some people thought that we were just bragging and we were just in our own horn and doing it to show off and to do all the things. But the reality of it is we were doing it to help and we were doing it to inspire. And Damon had such a clear and strong purpose. He wanted to inspire and he wanted to help, that all of those negative Nancy's, all of those, I have so many words to say, but I'm gonna keep it simple. all of those people who were trying to pull him down, they didn't matter. The people that mattered were the ones who did get inspired, and the people who were willing to support us because we were doing something special. And that was honestly the start of the community. And we just kept on building and building more people that believed in the cause and believed in what we were doing. And over time, they believed in our growth. They became cheerleaders for us. They became cornerstones of our business. They became ambassadors. Honestly, I could just talk so much about how community has changed our business and how good it can be for your business, for you to build a community, or for you to, honestly, there's no one who can promote a business like you can in terms of marketing and getting your name out there. But having people that are just diehard fans of you, it just goes for miles and miles. And wrapping this back to the mess up that we had, I messed up 1,000 subscription boxes, or we messed up 1,000 subscription boxes this month. And there very well may have been people who had never ordered from us before. There may have been people who had never gotten a subscription box before. And their first experience was a big mess up, a big deal. And having the community come out and support us the way that they did is invaluable, truly. I'll give you an example. Like, I posted in the Facebook group, and people were immediately, "Oh, no worries. I know you guys are going to fix this. No worries. I know mistakes happen, but you guys have always been making things right," and all of these things. If it was my first experience shopping from somewhere and they posted something like that, and I saw all of these other customers saying how they trusted us and how they knew that we were going to do the right thing, and how they just knew that things were going to come out okay, that goes so far, right? Just knowing that there are other people who are in the same position as you, as a customer who has something that's messed up, and they are just screaming from the rooftops, "No, you guys got this, and we know you're gonna make it right." That just instills so much trust in that new person. Because imagine if there was just crickets and no one said anything, and there was not comments of cheerleaders letting us know that everything was going to be okay. It had just been a lot shakier of a situation. So being able to build that community and to have those people, it goes so far. It goes so far. So not only are we able to help so many people with our community, we're also able to bring in new customers and have new people get brought into that same community as well. I was talking about this with Damon and I think Megan actually earlier today, where we're writing sales pages and we're writing stuff for our workshop that's coming up. I think it was this morning, Damon and Megan and I were talking. We were writing sales pages and copy for our upcoming workshop that we have coming up. It's called the Spring Fling Workshop, by the way. You guys can check it out. I'll put the link in the show notes if you want to sign up. But we were talking about there's different types of people that we talk to when we're trying to write sales page, or we're trying to write copy or emails or whatever it is. And one of the main groups of people that we talk to are people who really just want the community. They really just want to be in a group of people who like the same things that they like, who get excited about the same things they get excited about, who care about the same things they care about. And honestly, I think that is such an important part of having a community aspect to your business, because it's just like a missing link, honestly, because you can just add, the community itself adds value to whatever service or product that you're offering, right? From a business perspective, a community can be, it can be a product in itself. And hear me when I say this, we don't consider our community a product, but we do consider it to be something that we want to promote. So, for example, and y'all, I don't want this to be misunderstood. I don't want y'all to think of yourself as a product. I don't want you to think of yourself as like dollar signs. And most of you guys know us well enough to know that's never the issue or never the case. But when we're talking about how great our membership is, or how great our business coaching is. Part of what we also say that's so great about it is the community. It is a place that you can fit in. It is a place where people get excited about ribbon just like you do. It's a marketable aspect of our business. It's powerful. It's amazing. It's great. But it also just adds so much value. I think there's something about, I don't even know how to put it into words, but being surrounded by people who get you, and I think it's just like something people can bond over. That similarity, the interests, the similar interests, the similar hobbies. I just think there's something so special about it. And honestly, if there's any way that if you can implement some kind of community into your business, it will pay dividends over time. Not only for the reason that I mentioned earlier, where you have this built-in support system, where you have all of these cheerleaders, where you have this great area, but it's truly it just solidifies things in your business. I really can't think of a way how to explain it. It's just like a tribe. It just makes things so much more powerful. Like it's just a great conduit for good. It's a great conduit for, you guys maybe have heard of user-generated content. If I asked out on our Facebook group, hey, have you guys tried one of our products? What did you think about it? That community would be on it. They would be sharing all of these great things. They'd be talking about how great it was, how awesome it is. And I really don't think you get that with faceless brands as easily as you do with a brand that has a built-in community and I keep calling them cheerleaders, but it's just that tribe is just really great. All right, you guys, what I want to do now is give you guys 10 actionable tips. I know on the last episode, I talked about how I wanted to give you guys some actual meats, some actual things that you could do. So maybe you know you should be doing these, but you aren't. Maybe you don't know you should be doing them, so you don't. So I want to run through this list. I do have it written down, so if it sounds like I'm reading, I apologize because I'm reading. The first one is engage consistently on social media. Y'all, I know the last couple episodes I talked about how important consistency is in your business. Posting consistently on social media will get you followers. You can nurture those followers into a community. It's a really great kind of feedback loop you've got going on there. Second thing is create exclusive content for your community. I think this is something that we do a lot. It makes them feel special. It makes them feel like a part of something special. I really believe a lot of business is emotion based. If you can invoke emotion, typically positive ones, if you can invoke positive emotion, it will positively affect your business. And creating exclusive content, doing things that are special for them, make them feel special. That creates memories. It makes them think of you in a positive light. It's a win thing. Number 3, host virtual meetups or workshops. You guys probably see us do this all of the time. Workshops bring revenue into the business, of course, but it also creates a digital environment that they can hang out. It makes them feel special. It makes them feel exclusive. It also fosters a way for them to connect. And when I say they, the community, to connect, to share, to grow, to laugh together. So it's a really great win there. The number 4 is to leverage user-generated content. So I talked about, I think the acronym is UGC. I talked about UGC a little bit just now. A good example of this is I'll just use DecoExchange.com, for example. If you guys don't know, we sell craft supplies. You can check it out on DecoExchange.com. But a good example of UGC is to ask our customers to show us what they made with our product. So with those photos, I could then share it on our social and be like, oh my gosh, guys, look what Susie made with our awesome ribbon. So it makes Susie feel like a rock star because she got a shout out. And it also makes us look great because Susie made something really cool with our product and we're showing it. So that's a really great way to get people included, make them feel included. Number 6 is going to be utilize forums or groups. Most of you guys are familiar with Facebook groups. It's a really nice place to hang out. It facilitates conversation. It facilitates education, togetherness, conversation, all of the things. So just like the workshops that I was talking about, a Facebook group is a really great option for you to foster that community and grow that community. I lost my count. What number was I on? Y'all, the next one, highlight member stories. Similar to user-generated content, sharing someone's work, sharing someone's story, sharing someone's business, it can make that person feel special. It can make them more connected to you. It can make you more relatable. It can do all kinds of really great things for the community. The next one, offer good customer service. You always hear the horror stories for customer service if someone's gotten treated badly. It's a pretty woman situation, right? You work on commission, don't you? So having a really great customer service experience is a great way to have people coming back because they'll talk about how great it was. They'll share that with their friends. And honestly, a good story is just as memorable as a bad one when it comes to customer service nowadays. And then the last one is collaborate. You guys see us doing this a lot. Damon and Julie, they host Wreath Makers Live. It's our biannual and semi-annual stuff has always tricked me because biannual is 2, but that means twice a year. But I really mean every other year. It's an event that they host every other year. And Julie is our competitor. She also teaches people how to make wreaths, right? So being able to collaborate with other industry leaders, that puts you in a light that you play well with others. You are a leader. You truly do have what's best in mind for the community. And it just instills trust immediately. If Damon and Julie work together, Julie's people automatically trust Damon, and Damon's people automatically trust Julie. Within reason, you guys. I realize it's not just an instant transfer, but a good way to build a community is to share communities with other people, right? It is a network after all. And one of the really great things that we got from one of our early mentors is the mantra community over competition, right? So building that community, even with people who are perceived to be your competitor, can be a really great thing. Y'all, the reality is there's business enough for everyone. There's so many people in this world that there's just no way that someone has to starve so that you can eat. We can all eat together, and that's the philosophy behind that. That kind of wraps up my general thoughts on community. I talked about how great they are. I talked about how important they can be to your business, not only from a dollar value perspective, but also from it just gives you so much leverage. It gives you so much influence. It gives you so much positive reinforcement. It's just such a great thing overall. And then I just went over a few different ways that you could actually build a community. It's been really great sitting back at the studio. I did 3 in a row. This was number 3. So if my voice sounded a little weaker, it's because I haven't spoke this much in forever, probably. But I wanted to wrap up episode of this series, you guys. We've got 7 total. That means we've got 4 more to go. So it sounds like I'm going to be recording a few more over the next few weeks so that you guys can listen to this. Up next, we're going to be talking about just general lessons and improvements. On this episode, y'all, in episode 4, I'm going to be talking a little more specifically about the problems that I have and not me personally, but the problem I had with the subscription box and how we identified what we're going to do. And I'll be sharing a little more details specifically about that. And my hope there is that you guys pick something up, or maybe just the way that I described the problem and the way that I thought about it, that might spark something in you to either solve one of your own problems or keep it in your pocket for later. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting us. I appreciate you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy us being back at least for the next 4 episodes. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any specific topics you want me to cover in the future, feel free to let me know. I'm always going to be open to some ideas because as it turns out, talking this much is difficult if I don't have a way to go. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.